And look, how appropriate is this?
It's perfect. It's warm. It's cold out.
Yes, this is fantastic.
One Brewers fan to a Cubs fan.
There you go. The world
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
You. I don't see. There's just a lot of hate out there, Jason.
Way too much hate.
And when the Cubs won, a lot of those haters came out.
Not me.
Posting just nasty things, and I'm like, dude, why you gotta hate? There's too much of it in the world. Seeing the Cubs win. See, I'm off topic.
This is the topic.
Seeing the Cubs win the World Series. You know what it did to me? Do you think? I know you know the answer to this, but I'm going to tell people who are listening to this. Am I a Packers fan?
I think when the Packers are on, you'll watch them. I think you like the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears. I'm a Bears fan. To answer the question, I'm not a Packers fan.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a Packers fan.
You pretend to be a Packers fan.
Yeah, I do. Because
there are no other Bears fans around here. There's
pretty much. Yeah, I mean, where I work, which I'm not going to mention. I always try not to talk about work.
Oh, sure.
I don't want to get fired or anything like that. But where I work, there's a lot of Packer fans. So I act. I pretend to like them. And I say,
you pretend.
Go local football team. But the Cubs winning the World Series actually did something to me.
What's that?
The Packers, when I'd watched the Packers before, I didn't want to see them win. I didn't want to see them happy. I didn't like Aaron Rodgers' smile. I didn't like any of that. Okay.
Oh, no.
So when I started seeing all of this hate, hypocrite. But when I saw all this hate against the Cubs, I'm like, why? And it clicked. I no longer – could be a historic moment for the IceBox.
That is historic.
I no longer hate the Packers.
Congratulations.
Thank you. They just made the playoffs. Congratulations, Green Bay Packers, for making the playoffs.
Right.
So congratulations to them. But I'm before I'd be like, well, who cares? I was like, well, whatever. They did it. Look at the NFC North. What do they have? Who do they have to beat to get there? Right. But no. They got in. Yeah. They got in, and now that's all they need. They just need they need to get in the playoff spot, and who knows what can happen.
Were you going to say a chip in a chair?
I could have. I'll say it now, a chip in a chair. I don't know what that means, but
your brother plays poker.
Yeah. No, okay. So again, see, here's where we were, and we're like all the way over here now.
That's where we need to be. It's perfect.
You made a reference when we were playing bingo.
Yeah.
And you said, "Do you play poker?" And how did I say? I say, "No, not really, but I'll play because I just want to hear them say, I want to say, hit me. And I got the totally wrong card game.
That's right. That's blackjack.
Terrible, dude. I don't get out much. What can you say?
That's funny.
So Packers, good for them. I no longer hate the Packers. I will cheer them on because I don't hate that. And basically it's just because I saw a lot of hate. And it's unnecessary. It just really is. You just let it go. So go Green Bay. Hope we make it far to the playoffs, if not the bowl. And congratulations once again to my favorite team, the world champion, Chicago.
The world champions, the Chicago.
So good to say.
Isn't that fun? It never gets old.
It hasn't yet, to me anyway.
From a diehard Brewers fan, I hope that the Cubs win the World Series next year, and I think they have a really good chance of doing it.
They do have a legitimate.
They have a great chance.
Yeah, and they're going to be good for years.
That's right.
They shouldn't even have won this year, to be perfectly honest.
No?
But they did because that's what's scary. Okay, really brief, but that's what's scary is like the Cubs team, they won the series, and they haven't even peaked yet. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of players who were Baez, for example, who started the playoffs great and then just turned it off. Because he hasn't learned to become clutch yet. He hasn't the consistency kind of thing. And they're still learning all that stuff. These are just kids for the most part. And they got to, with Theo Epstein and everyone there, they're just going to get better, which is, again, kind of scary for the rest of the league. But, hey, Cleveland really played well. Mm-hmm. And they played a lot better. I actually thought going into that, I was happy the Cubs made it to the World Series. But actually I thought after everything I saw what Cleveland was doing, I thought they were done. I thought Cleveland was going to win it.
I did too. You know what? I said that Game 7 of this past World Series was the single best baseball game I've ever seen in my life.
I agree. I mean, okay, so you saying that, just imagine how I felt being a Cubs fan watching that same historic, awesome baseball game. I mean, I'm surprised I'm still alive with this picker,
And I'm talking from now. The second best is the moment when CC Sabathia was on the Brewers.
Yeah.
And he pitched. Well, first of all, one of the moments of that game is when he hit a home run in his own game. That was awesome because this is kind of newer in his reign with the Brewers.
Yeah.
He's a dominating pitcher, but he can also hit, and he hit a home run.
Yeah.
Pitchers don't hit home runs
No.
back then. Nowadays, I mean, I think wasn't there at least one of the games in the World Series that a Cubs pitcher hit a home run?
Not in the World Series.
No. When we were at BW3, maybe?
Huh?
Maybe when we were at BW3 for one of the playoff games?
But one of the playoff games, yeah. It was I almost want to say it was Jake. It was Jake Arrieta.
Okay.
I could be wrong, though, but I think he did hit a home run.
When pitchers hit home runs in those situations, it is so exciting.
Yeah.
But that's just a glimpse of how exciting Game 7 was. It
was fantastic. It was fantastic. Yeah. All right, so great hat by you. Opening day for the Brewers is when?
April 3rd. I'll be there.
I'm sure you're already making plans.
Will you be there? Are you gonna join us this year?
I would love to. If you're inviting me right now live on this broadcast, yes, I will be there. House of X will be there. That'd be awesome, man.
And law of averages, it must be warmer than last year because last year was pretty cold. It was one of the colder opening days we've experienced in a while.
But Jason, you got the gear to be.
We got the proper gear. That's why it's going to be like 70 and beautiful.
Yeah, right. And then I'll bring the snow.
And then it'll snow on April 4th.